I used the photograph you see on the right side of the screen to make the oil painting you see on the left side. And to get the proportions right, I used an iPhone and iPad app called Painter Tool. I will now show you how to use Painter Tool to make a drawing. So, this is Painter Tool. To get started, I tap on this button to get my collection of images. I can tap the plus button to take a photograph of someone or something, or I can use this button to access my photo album. I tap on the photograph and this is my friend, and I will now make a drawing of her. So this is a piece of paper and my hand and a pen. I will now make a very simple sketch of her. So I will start with an eye and another eye, a bit of a nose, bottom of her head, some hair, side of her head, and another side of her head. It's a very simple sketch. Now I'll go back here and I tap the yellow plus button and I take a photograph of the sketch. There we go. Now I can tap use photo. What happens now, I can go to settings and adjust this slider a bit so I see the sketch more. Now you can see that the photographs are overlaid. So I try to align them as good as possible. I switch between the model layer and the sketch layer here. When I'm in the model layer, I can zoom both of them. And here I try to adjust the lines as good as possible, as well as I can. That seems about right. So what I have now is a few guiding lines so I can continue drawing on the same drawing here. And I see that the eyes are okay. They're like here. You can see that this line is a bit outside the jaw line. So I take the jaw line just about here. And the other jaw line is about here. I'd say the top of her head would be about here. And you see that the nose is okay, and I can draw the top of her mouth about here. Right. Now I have a little bit more of a sketch, so I take another photograph. I use this photo. Again, I increase the sketch visibility, change it to this one. And you see the top of her head here, the jaw here. So now I have even better guidelines to help me continue drawing here. Some sides of her mouth here. Top of her head here. And again, I take another shot. once again I lined it a bit more. Now you see the sides of her mouth is a little bit better. I can tap on this button to alternate between the sketch and the image below. Use it to better adjust this one. Can turn that off. So now I have the proportions right, and I can start drawing a bit. And I will probably end up with something like this, or hopefully better. It's a very quick sketch. As I said, this is just to get the proportions right. The real art starts when you get the proportions right, and you're completely free to do whatever you want. You can use a picture of your friend, or you can find a picture on the internet just to practice drawing. And I'll now show you how to do that. First of all, we find the Safari. And this is a picture of Michelangelo's David. I tap and hold, and here I have a, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a save image. And I go back to Painter 2, go to the album, camera roll, and here I have David. So I can start drawing him, and once I've done that, I will end up with something like this, perhaps. What I can do now is to practice the croquis drawing, or actually trying to draw what I see. I can still take a photo of this. There we go. And I use that photo. Again, I can adjust this one a bit. I can rotate it a bit, and I can move it around. So now you see that it actually fits pretty well there. You can see that the leg is a little bit off here, the shoulder is a little bit high. Otherwise it's okay. You can use Painter Tool for any type of proportions, as I said. You can use it for sculpture, you can use it for landscape painting, and you can use it for oil painting, of course. And to finish this, I will show you a few oil paintings I made using this technique. Good luck!